Benji. Benji. He's a happy boy. He's a happy boy. So I wanted to show you guys this really cool thing I did with one of my cups. I hydro dipped it. So it's spray paint, and you spray it into water, and it comes out with these like really crazy looking designs. And then, what are you doing, Benji? And then you just dip the cup in, and I taped off the bottom, that's why it's still silver. I kind of wish that I taped off some of the top so that it would also be silver, but anyway, my mom wants to know how to do it, so I figured I'd put a video together to show you guys as well. I will also link in the description the YouTube videos that I found were most helpful in this process. And today we will make another one of these, but I'm going to make mine in honor of Virginia Tech, since tomorrow is the anniversary of the shooting. Alright, first off you want to wash your tumbler, which I have already done, and then afterwards you're going to want to start taping it off. And I already taped off the bottom. It's really easy to tape it off in a straight line because there's already a line on the tumbler. You don't have to tape off the bottom, I just think it looks cool that way, so I do it. And then I'm also going to tape off a little bit at the top so that your lips aren't touching spray paint. So to do that though, you want to get a straight line. Alright, so basically find something that is the height that you want to mark off on your cup, and then you just hold your marker steady, and then you just rotate the cup like this, and that will draw a nice even line. You want to make sure you're using a dry erase marker too, so that you can wipe it off when you're done. So now I have a nice even line all the way across, and it'll be easier for me to line up my tape. So the next step is take some painter's tape, and we're going to want to wrap around the cup using the line that we just created. You're going to want to line it up just above the dry erase marker line that you created so that you can easily wipe off the marker when you are done. And if you get creases in the painter's tape while you are taping it off, that's okay, because that's not going to be permanent. It's just a means of blocking the paint off from this part of the cup. So you get something that looks like that. And then I usually just push in the tape when I'm done, because we're going to be putting the lid back on top of here anyway, but covered in a plastic bag. So now this is what your cup should look like taped off. And then basically I just get a plastic bag, you know, typical Walmart bag. Take the lid that came with your cup, place it in the bag, fold it over, and then stuff that in there and close the lid. Now you have a nice sealed cup, so when we do the hydro dipping, nothing is going to get into the cup. Now, I want to make my cup Hokie colors because I was born and raised in Blacksburg, Virginia, and I was actually attending Radford University the year that the shooting happened, and I was really worried that my dad was in danger. He was teaching in a building not too far away from where the shooting happened. So, since tomorrow is the anniversary, what, 11 years now? Can't believe it. I'm going to make my cup a Virginia Tech cup. So I have this Virginia Tech decal. I'm going to stick it onto the cup before I spray paint and hydro dip, so that when I'm done, I'm going to actually remove the sticker and have a nice silver VT in the cup. I think that's going to look really cool, and I think it's going to be better than just having a sticker on there, because sometimes things will catch on the sticker and then they start peeling off. Alright, so for this project you're going to need a bucket with some water in it. I'm reusing some water from my previous hydro dipping. Figured why waste it, should still work. You're going to need the cup that you want to hydro dip. You're going to need some gloves, a screwdriver or something to stir the paint up with, some things like an old t-shirt or a rag to clean paint off of the screwdriver and anywhere that you don't want to get paint. And you're going to need your spray paints and some kind of a clear coat for the end. Alright, the next step is to prime the cup. So I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum 2-in-1 primer paint, flat white. It doesn't have to be flat, it could be gloss if you want, but since this is just the undercoat, I figured a flat color is probably fine. So now we're going to take our cup and we're going to do the primer. Alright, so remember this is just a primer layer, so as long as it covers the cup pretty well and evenly, it's just going to provide an area for the rest of the paint to easily stick. So now we're going to give that 15 minutes to dry and we'll get back to it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so our cup is dry now. I can actually touch it. You just want to make sure that, you know, when you touch it, you're not going to get any paint on you. So this is dry. And should be ready to hydro dip this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start spraying in the water. And you want to spray as close to the water as you can. And of course, make sure you have your gloves on, because it is going to splash up and splash around. But the reason you want to spray close to the water is so that it mixes with the water better and kind of like gets more like a layer under the water, so it's easier to mix up and stir up and it doesn't get sticky on the surface. Screwdriver, and I'm going to start mixing these colors up a little bit more till I see something that I like. And then I'm going to dip the cup. So take the cup, you want to dip it at an angle, and you want to dip slowly. You can add a little bit of a twist in there if you want. And then shake it up. And then pull the cup out. And then you can kind of look at what it looks like. That is a lot of orange. I think I'm going to add a little bit more red. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully you can see that okay, but it looks like it's splotched up, blotted up. So I'm going to try re-dipping in that spot. It doesn't look too bad. I'm going to put this down on my surface. We're going to give that some time to dry. I usually like to let it dry for as long as I can. It is raining today, so the humidity is pretty high down here in Florida. So I'm probably going to bring it inside so that it can dry inside.
Meanwhile.
Alright, now we're going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to try to make some art using the hydro dipping. So I got these awesome keep out signs from Walmart, and on the back it's just nice and white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray into this pan, and I'm going to place the paper on top of it and see if we can get some really cool artwork. So I'm assuming that this is going to be the same process, except instead of using a bucket, we got a pan. And let's see how this works. Design. Some swirls in there. Okay, and then I'm going to get my paper. And I'm just going to place it on top. And there we go. So that's what came out of that. That's actually really cool. I'm going to put that off to the side so it'll dry. That's actually really, really neat. And I'll just let that dry. So it looks like you can do the hydro dipping method to even create some works of art if you want. So here's all the final artwork from today. I hope that it inspired you to do your own artwork. It's actually really, really easy, and it doesn't take a whole lot to clean up afterwards. So I definitely say give it a try. You can get these keep out signs, or any other sign for that matter, at Walmart. I think they were like 57 cents. And it's kind of a plasticky material, so I felt like it'd be durable. And so far it seems to be holding up really well. And you know, this is just regular spray paint from Walmart. And I'd love to see what kind of things you guys come up with. And it makes a great rainy day project. As you can see, it is raining, so this is a great rainy day project. The last thing that I'm going to do for the cup is add a clear coat, so I will show you that next.
Later that same evening.
Alright, sorry about the lighting, guys. It is nighttime now. I wanted to give the cup plenty of time to dry before applying the clear coat. So I think it turned out really well so far. It is dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the clear coat. So that's going to give it a nice shine, a nice glossy look. And now I'm going to wait for that to dry. And once that's done drying, I will peel off the VT sticker and the cup will be complete. Now for the final step, I'm going to remove the sticker and the tape from the top and the bottom from our cup, and it'll be finished. Alright, so that gave me an edge. I'm gonna slowly I think this looks pretty cool. Got a nice VT there. And now we're going to remove this bottom tape. And the nice thing about painter's tape is it comes off real easy. And it doesn't leave any residue behind. Smooth as butter. So that's the bottom removed. That looks pretty nice. And then now, let's remove the lid. So now we're going to just remove the tape. Same kind of deal as the bottom. There we go. I'd say that looks pretty smooth. Alright, so here's the finished product. I was able to fix the little part of paint that got underneath the tape. So that is all fixed, and I think it looks pretty sweet. So I hope this video inspires you to go be creative and, you know, get one of these tumblers. They're only like $6 at Walmart, and try it out yourself. So I hope this video was helpful and gave you some inspiration and ideas to do some of your own art. I'd love to see what you come up with. So if you make a video of your own with your own artwork, please send me a link. I'd love to see what you come up with.